Capricorn, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. Today, I'm going to be doing your twin flame reading, dear Capricorn, until the end of January. And this reading is going to be very specific, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, only with those who know that they are on a twin flame journey. Now, dear Capricorn, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at the overall energy between you and your twin flame. We're going to see what happened in the past, what's going on right now, and what is it that you may anticipate for the upcoming week or weeks, the upcoming near future. And again, dear Capricorn, I want to wish you all of the best birthday wishes. This is your birthday month, of course. Thank you so much for getting back to me. I hope that you enjoyed some of the other extra readings as well. As you all know, I'm son of a Capricorn. I will always very proudly say that, So let's get into your reading and see what's going on between you and your twin flame. So the energy between you and your twin flame, Capricorn, is the Eight of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. So Capricorn, it looks like the energy between you and this person is opening up. Okay, it's like a communication. There is some sort of news headed towards your way. Eight of Wands typically talks about action. Someone is taking action. There is news coming towards your way. There is also some sort of information that you're going to receive, and there is a decision here that needs to be made. The energy between you and your twin flame right now also could be that maybe you see your twin flame in your dreams, or there is a lot of signs and synchronicities that are confirming that basically there's going to be some sort of communication that's going to take place between you and them. Eight of Wands is always an indication of a communication. We're going to find out more when we clarify. In the near future, in the recent past, you have the Two of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Capricorn, in the recent past, I do feel like here that you and this person might have met each other when you were either traveling or there was someone that relocated in your area. I do see here that someone here also, when I say someone, your twin flame. Now your twin flame, okay, the person you were dealing with specifically, it's a very intense connection. I think the chemistry really took off and you both started finding a lot of commonalities amongst each other. You might have dealt with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm getting here Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo is here, and Taurus or a Cancer. So for many of you, I feel like that there was also a long distance connection, and at the same time with the Two of Wands, someone here was being indecisive. Could have been you, could have been your twin flame, indecisive in terms of which direction is this relationship going to move to. Okay, I'm getting here on and off and hot and cold with the Two of Wands. We're going to clarify this. Now, in the present moment, you have the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, the High Priestess. So a lot of you have a lot going on right now internally. I think that you might be feeling kind of stressed out right now. There is something here that's been really bothering you. There is a lot of stress in terms of what's going to happen between you and them. I feel like your intuition has been telling you to wait a little bit longer, to be patient. This is also a connection that's been really teaching you something very deep when it comes to spirituality and who you are and what is the purpose of this person in your life just in general. Even though there has been a separation and there is so much, confusion and not knowing which direction this is going to go to, a lot of you are also practicing spirituality, trusting your intuition, following the signs and synchronicities, but also at the same time being very mindful and remembering that you have the free will. You are basically wanting to choose and to think and to make a very level-headed decision if this is something you need to really hold on to or heal on your own and be on your own journey, okay? Because the twin flame journey, it can be very intense and it can be very painful at the same time. But there is a reason why you meet your twin flame, because they have a lesson here to teach you. We're going to clarify this. In the near future, you have the Moon, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. In the near future, I feel like that there is something that is going to be revealed based on this communication that's going to come up. Maybe that's why this is a challenge. There is some sort of truth that is going to be revealed. And I think that there is an important decision here. I do see here some of you embarking onto a healing journey with your twin flame together. You could both go to therapy, or you both could start working towards this healing together. Because intuitively speaking, I do feel like here that what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, your twin flame here is coming towards you with the intention of wanting to work this relationship out, okay? You could be a single parent. This person could be a single parent. There is also something here about pregnancy that some of you could think about getting pregnant. And you have the Leo here, okay, which is the sun. Some of you are also dealing with the Leo. So this is someone that was very closed off, but you still have been holding on to this person internally. And I'm getting here cooperation. Eight of Pentacles is about investment and wanting to take this relationship to the next level. So that's great news. We're going to clarify everything for you in this reading. I'm also going to be using Messages of Love Oracle deck. And at the end of this reading, Capricorn, I'm also going to be pulling maybe 2 or 3. I will probably pull 3 cards for you, okay, questions that you can discuss with your person about intimacy and how to actually develop a stronger relationship with your twin flame, okay? Make sure to go ahead to hit that like button to hype the video and to leave positive comments for these readings to continue on the channel. Now let's get into your reading and see what you need to know. Capricorn, I'm going to be clarifying the Eight of Wands for you, which is an indicator of some sort of communication coming in towards your way. Eight of Wands. That's actually a really great energy to have between you and your twin flame. It's just because I've been working out in the gym so hard, been lifting dumbbells and everything, so I'm trying to have the full control of my hands. So the Eight of Wands, Capricorn, is clarified by the Death card, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Wands, and then there is the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the Fool indicates a brand new beginning. This challenge here, Capricorn, has a lot to do with some sort of a transformation, and that's what this communication is about. You already know you're dealing with someone who actually has a big ego, okay? Someone who has a hard time of maybe even admitting that they have to change or whatsoever. But right now, your twin flame, actually, they're thinking about reaching out to you. They are also faced with some challenges with the Seven of Wands. There might be multiple things blocking your twin flame from actually reaching out to you. My intuition is also just now telling me there could be a mother figure, or there could be some sort of a third-party situation here that might be interfering into this relationship. Let me just pull the messages of card right now here for this. There is a transformation that's happening. I think they're trying to trust their intuition. You also could be communicating with your twin flame telepathically. So balance, okay? So one person is giving too much in this relationship. And at the bottom of the deck, it says patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. So I feel like this communication is going to come at the perfect time. And there is going to be a communication in regards to the dynamic of this relationship. Some of you feel like that you have given way too much in this relationship than what you have received, and that's also maybe their feeling as well. The challenge here, I think, that has a lot to do is your main concern here is, has my twin flame changed? That is your main concern. Have they changed? Have they become better? Are they really going to be capable of maintaining this relationship and reciprocating? Because you might have dealt with someone who either was avoidant or someone that was not able to really fully be invested into this relationship, okay? Now, there's going to be a brand new beginning, what I'm seeing here. That's what this communication is about, but you don't fully trust this person with the Seven of Swords. You don't really fully trust your twin flame yet because there is something that has happened in the past. Now, let's get into the past real quick. The Two of Wands here is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Wands. In the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that one of the reasons why this person was on and off with you was because, first of all, there was a very controlling figure in their life. The Queen of Swords, that's what I'm picking up in this very specific reading. Queen of Swords, Capricorn, talks about someone that can be very controlling and manipulative. I think that there was also a third-party situation with the Five of Wands, constant conflict, constant argument, misunderstanding. Also, this could have been a relationship where, you know, you met your twin flame, but they might have come from a different race, ethnicity, or culture. And I feel like there was a lot of misunderstanding going on. And I'm also getting here that there was a strong cutoff energy as well. Okay, in the beginning, you did click. Everything was great with the Queen of Swords and Six of Wands. You did envision yourself being in a very loving, victorious relationship with your twin flame. So the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Emperor could have dealt with an Aries also. I think there came a point between you and your twin flame where you both slowly tried to get back together again, try to make it work again. And I'm also strongly getting a strong sense of partnership and cooperation. You and your twin flame did reflect a lot of the same qualities and traits back to each other. They were a mirror for you also, Capricorn. Okay, I don't sugarcoat anything on my channel. I think that you truly saw that this person was someone that you could build an empire with. And I think that that's what you both were headed towards. There could have been age differences between you and this person also. This is someone that might have been famous, popular, or you could have been well known. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Star Aquarius energy, the Ten of Swords, and the Strength. You could have dealt with an Aquarius. I'm getting here Leo. So for many of you, this situation came to an end very unexpectedly. I do feel like here that it took a lot of strength for you, dear Capricorn, to get back on your feet. Okay, you have the Star, which also indicates a wish and a dream. It's also the card of an Aquarius. Now, for many of you, you could have an Aquarius rising, moon, or somewhere, or Venus possibly. I feel like that in the recent past, for a lot of you, when this situation came to an end, it was like almost, it really crushed down on you. With the Star, it was your dream. It was your wish to make this happen, okay? And you don't always just fall for anyone, and this was your twin flame. So the intensity of the connection was very, very strong. Again, these readings are for twin flames only. Use your discernment, please, okay? Now, when this situation came to an end very abruptly, it did cause you to feel betrayed. It was a very painful ending. It's like almost like part of you died, right? It was very difficult. Now, I think you're still like going through a lot, okay? With the Nine of Swords, there is a lot that's happening for you. Many of you are just having this unexplained sadness, this unexplained nostalgia. There is a lot of big questions that you actually have on your mind. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil. And that is you, okay? You can't make this up. So the Devil is your Capricorn. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups. A lot of you are trying to either manifest this person back into your life. You know, you just know that at the end of the day, with this twin flame journey, even though there is a lot of work that needs to be done, but at the same time, if you both really put your work into it and you try to really work it out, there is a big potential to have a brand new beginning. You see, there is also the Fool. Okay, a lot of you are stressed out. You just can't really seem to trust this person fully. The Three of Wands, you're waiting for them, but I think you're also at the cusp of like almost dismissing this entire thing and moving on with your life. You are stressed out over the fact that you did have a big goal and a vision to actually settle down with this person and have family, and it didn't happen. It hasn't happened yet. So you're also trying to set yourself free from something here in the present moment with the Eight of Wands. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands for you, dear Capricorn. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Now, I'm going to say this and we're going to move forward respectfully, as I always do. This might be also a same-sex situation and may not, okay? For many of you, I do feel like here that there is a desire here. You just almost feel like that there is so much love between you and this person. You know there is an apology that's supposed to happen or a confession that is meant to happen between you and this person, but this person is holding it back. Okay, there's also the Five of Swords. There is definitely an unfinished conflict here, unfinished business. Someone here is also watching you. Your twin flame could be watching you, or they could be also gathering some sort of information about this connection. You could be dealing with a Virgo as well. Capricorn, you're someone that you're very reliable. When it comes to relationships, I think one of the reasons why your twin flame seems to be around your energy, or they might have even told you that they see you as being the husband material, the wife material, is because you're someone that you are a very solid sign. You're a very solid person. The High Priestess is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. And you have the World at the bottom. So there is a transformation here that's happening. A lot of you are choosing to either walk away from the situation because you're hurt, or you're going to try to give it another chance, okay? The Eight of Cups here indicates walking away, and the Nine of Wands is the wounded soldier. We're not going to sit here and talk about rose petals falling off the sky, okay? I'm going to keep it very real. I do see here you being hurt. I do see here, and I can feel that, Capricorn, for you, that there is this situation that's been really tumultuous and difficult for you to overcome. And because you have been waiting and waiting and waiting, you no longer want to do that, okay? You may want to say, you know what, I'm just going to move on. When this brand new beginning happens, it happens. You know, and that's actually when you choose to walk away and you say, you know what, I'm detaching emotionally. I'm not really putting this situation or this person on a pedestal. Then something here starts shaking up in the background, Capricorn. So I'm saying some sassy shit out here. So the moon in the near future, the Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords, there is something that is going to be revealed. The moon is clarified by the Justice, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Wow. And the Temperance. Sagittarius energy, you could be a Capricorn that you either are at the cusp of a Sagittarius or your Sagittarius moon rising or Venus or somewhere in your birth chart. Now, I feel like there is going to be a reconciliation in the near future. The Justice Libra energy here, that is the scales, okay? I think that there is going to be an opportunity, at least this conversation is going to be about reconciliation. And it's not going to be easy because you have a lot of questions on your mind, okay? I'm not saying you're going to be just jumping up and down and be like, oh yes, I'm going to get back right back to you. There is a period of you kind of readapting back to this situation. A lot of you may say, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. So this person is going to come towards you with a request of family. And I think for some of you could say, you know what, I'm going to give it another shot and we're going to see how this is going to work out. But I'm also getting here for some of you a legal matter, okay? Something here that's been legal or paperwork related. That's also something that is going to be working out. Now, Six of Swords, if you remember in the very beginning of your reading, Capricorn, I did mention that there is something here about moving on and healing, okay? Embarking onto a healing journey. So the Six of Swords here talks about you actually embarking onto a healing journey together or with this twin flame of yours. It's clarified by the King of Pentacles, that's you, the Temperance, and the Seven of Swords. You and this person are going to work things out. King of Pentacles, Capricorn, that's you. Temperance, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, but also it means that there is an alchemization of a process, alchemizing, working and sorting through things, right? And you have the Seven of Swords. So I do see here you and this person having a face-to-face conversation. I think trust issues have been one of the biggest things. A lot of you have questioned so many things in the past. Now, in the near future, there is movement, there is transition, okay? Six of Swords, being on a body of water, there is movement. And on this side of the water, it's very choppy. On the other side, it's very calm. There is so much serenity and serendipity. I feel like that for many of you, you're going to embark onto a journey where you both are going to try to navigate through these trust issues peacefully. Now, some of you may say, you know what, Arman, funny Armenian guy, that's not the person I want to deal with. This is not the twin flame I want to deal with. I'm over this. That is a personal choice. I'm just saying what I'm seeing here. Okay, and you know, twin flame journey is not for the faint-hearted, is not for the weak. This is a tough journey that people go through, and you need to use your discernment, utilize the necessary tools that are available to you, okay, in whatever way you're gonna overcome those. Breath work, meditation, maybe therapy, consultation, whatever is best for you to navigate through this journey, because it's a healing journey. Now, there is a decision here that is going to be made based on this conversation that's going to come towards your way. So one of the things that also you want to be very mindful of when you navigate into this relationship is to remember to keep the balance, right? That's the Libra energy in this relationship. You're someone, Capricorn, that even though you may come across as being someone that's very set in their ways, rigid, you may come across as being an introvert, but I know that you can be quite freaky and funny, but you also tend to be very overgiving and overextending. I think there is a very humble energy about you that when it comes to even like paying for something or, you know, buying something for someone, you always go for the highest quality possible. You always tend to overgive, okay? You're a very generous sign, but you're not just generous to anybody. Let's just be honest. okay? Because you can discern and you can differentiate. Now, when it comes to your twin flame, you might have overdone through the roof. You need to be very mindful of how much you're actually investing. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups in tarot always indicates somebody coming back from the past. No, I'm not one of those tarot readers that's just going to sit you here and talk about someone's coming back, someone's coming back. Read my success stories, read what people are saying, and then you will see what I mean by this. But I do see here this energy, this person, one way, shape, or form, reappearing in your life and wanting to have a conversation. Water sign also, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is someone, your twin flame specifically, has not been able to let you go. Eight of Swords, right? Just as much as you have been trying to set yourself free in the present moment, this is the deck that I use. And then also there is something here they want to tell you. There is something they want to be bringing under the light. And your twin flame in the past was someone that they did not want to commit to you. This is someone that had a hard time of commitment. Like I said, they could have been traveling also a lot for work as well. This person might have also told you that, they don't see being in a relationship right now just because of career or some other circumstances. So at the bottom of the deck, there is the Ace of Cups, which is an indicator of a new love. And on the initial deck, there is the Eight of Pentacles, which indicates investing into this relationship. So let's see, Capricorn, what is it that you need to know? What is the advice for you? Okay, so Capricorn, you have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, which is your card in tarot. So there is a very strong soul connection between you and this person, right? Even the card is confirming that. So your advice here, dear Capricorn, is remember that you are the big boss here, okay? You are the King of Pentacles. By the way, that's like the hottest king for me in this deck, in this imagery. I do see here you prioritizing your financial success, prioritizing what's important for you. Now, would you be open for having a conversation with your twin flame? I do see it's a yes here with the Page of Swords, because you are someone that you are mindful, you are demure, and you are very mature. Okay, you don't play games, you don't just sit here and try to play mind games or whatsoever. You're very direct, you're very straightforward. You want to talk? Okay, then let's have a chat, okay? So that's what I see coming up for you here. Most important advice here is remember your career and your finances and you being grounded comes first. Because Nine of Pentacles here, you either are thinking about starting a business and be independent and work for yourself, or there is a career shift that's going to happen for you. And when this communication comes in, make sure you are not getting swayed or dismayed by whatever is going to happen. Everything is about balance, okay? That's your main theme here, and patience, because it says everything will unfold in divine timing. This is your advice, Capricorn. And now I'm going to pull one of your favorite cards here from the Intimacy deck. And these are going to be the 3 questions that you are going to discuss with your twin flame. A lot of you love this deck, so these are the 3 questions. Get an answer with your person you're going to discuss. Okay, so this one right here, which love song best describes our relationship, right? So what is the song that you and your twin flame used to listen? What is the song that you and your twin flame would really connect with very well? I would say for me, there is a music, it's an instrumental music called Arts of Noise. I don't know the name of the singer's name or the musician's name. It's music, instrumental, Arts of Noise. It's very erotic, sensual. And then another one would be Drunk in Love by Beyonce. That's gonna be my song with my person. The other song here this is very important. I think that's what they want to talk about. What conversation have you been putting off? Tell me how I can help, right? What is it that wasn't discussed before, or just in general, as you move forward, what are the things that you both can actually discuss and talk about? Because it's important to not bottle them up, but to speak up about them. And finally, so you have over the past month, in what ways are you feeling unappreciated by me? Now, this is about raising awareness and making sure that you are making your person feel heard and understood, right? So it could be over the past month or maybe in the past. Gratitude is something that's very important. Showing appreciation to the other person, right? Kind words, words of affirmation, in what way that is going to be, I think is very important, because people enter into relationships and they also have their inner child, and that inner child maybe was not loved or appreciated by their parents in the past. So how much more important it is going to be for you and this twin flame of yours to give that to each other, to help heal each other's inner child by appreciation, words of affirmation, physical touch, and some sprinkle of love. You know what I mean? So this is what I had for you, dear Capricorn. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.